trying to walk, but we're dragging a leg, forcing the urge to stay here in bed. The rhythm is off and the pace is so slow. We've lost the momentum of the long ago. Every step is a struggle, every mile is a war, and I don't think we can go on anymore. It's a love that limps, a crippled affection, walking in the wrong, dark, lonely direction. The bones are all broken, the spirit is torn, regretting the day that the always was born. We're stumbling home through the mud and the grit, refusing to see that we've already quit. We lean on each other, but we both start to fall backwards and downwards against the brick wall. The crutches of sorry are starting to snap under the pressure of the gaps on the map. We're a wounded animal, tired and gray, waiting for the mercy of the end of the day. If we stop moving, does that mean we die? Or does it just mean we finally stop telling the lie? The finish line is a ghost in the mist, and we're just a couple who no longer exist. It's a love that limps, a crippled affection, walking in the wrong, dark, lonely direction. The bones are all broken, the spirit is torn, regretting the day that the always was born. One more step, one more step. There's nowhere left for us to hide. I saw the red flags and I called them the dawn. I saw the exit and I kept walking on. I knew you were hollow, I knew you were glass, but I waited for the shadow of the hammer to pass. I'm not the victim of a trick or a thief. I'm the one who invited in all of this grief. I'm breaking my own heart, I'm the one with the stone, standing in the wreckage of a life I've outgrown. It's a self-inflicted ruin, a purposeful fall. I'm the one who built up this invisible wall. I can't blame the weather, I can't blame the stars. I'm the one who gave myself all of these scars. I stayed for the promise I knew you would break. I gave you the heart that I knew you would take. I watched my own drowning and I didn't reach out. I fed every hunger of every single doubt. It's a slow motion suicide of the spirit and soul, giving up the peace I stood on the bank and I struck the first match, watching the timber in the dry tinder catch. The orange was beautiful against the night sky, a bright blazing beacon for a final goodbye. The wood started groaning, the rope started to fray, as I watched the connection just crumble away. Now it's just burned bridges and piles of ash, a moment of fire, a permanent crash. These are charred paths and the taste of the dust, the physical end of a broken down trust. There's no going back to the other side now. I finished the work and I'm taking my bow. The smoke is still stinging in the back of my throat. I'm standing alone in my heavy wool coat. The river is wide and the current is deep, and I got no more promises left me to keep. I look at the embers, I look at the black. I'm finally certain that I'm not going back. Some people build and some people break, some people give until there's nothing to take. But I am the fire and I am the spark, leaving you stranded in the cold and the dark. Now it's just burned bridges and piles of ash, a moment of fire, a permanent crash. These are jarred paths and the taste of the dust, the physical end of a broken down trust. Watch it burn, let it go. The ash is the only thing I need to know. The sun is hitting the rim of the mug. I'm sitting across from the man that I hug, but the hug is a habit, the touch is a chore, and I don't even like who you are anymore. The steam has stopped rising, the liquid is black, and there's no way to bring the warmth of us back. It's just cold coffee and professional lying, while the spirit between us is quietly dying. It's chill brew and a dose of deception, failing every single honesty inspection. I love you, I say, and I swallow the grit, while we both look for reasons to just finally quit. You ask how I'm doing, I say that I'm fine, ignoring the stop on the end of the line. You look at your phone and you check for the time, looking for ways to get out of the crime. The silence is thick and the table is wide, with a mountain of nothing for us both to hide. I could go to the stove and I could heat it up, but there's no more flavor in the bottom of the cup. It's bitter and sour and it's been here too long, a morning time ritual that's gone completely wrong. It's just cold coffee and professional lying, while the spirit between us is quietly dying. A chill brew and a dose of deception, failing every single honesty inspection. Take a sip, tell a lie, watch the morning They were red as a wound when you brought them home. Now they're the color of the salt in the foam. The water is cloudy, the petals are dry, like a beautiful promise that was destined to die. I haven't the heart to just throw them away, so I watch them turn into the dust and the gray. We're just dead flowers in a vase on the table, trying to be us for as long as we're able. With the stems in the glass losing their head, the ghost of a garden that's already dead. The sentences are right and the color is gone, but the vase is still holding us on and on. I touch the leaves and they crumble to grit, a perfect reflection of how we both quit. We used to be blooming, we used to be sweet. Now we're just debris on a lonely end street. The sun hits the glass, but it doesn't bring life. It just highlights the edges of the internal strife. Throw out the water, clean out the grime. Stop trying to bargain with the passage of time. The stems are all mush and the spirit is spent with the remains of where the love went. We're just dead flowers in a vase on the table, trying to be us for as long as we're able. With the stems in the glass losing their head, the ghost of a garden that's already dead. Dry leaves, dusty floor. I don't want flowers from you anymore. I'm looking at old photos from 3 years ago. Had a girl with a light that I used to know. Her mouth is a crescent, her eyes are so bright, like she never had heard of the dark of the night. But I look in the mirror and the muscles are weak. I can't find the rhythm that my face needs to speak. I forgot how to smile, I lost the expression under the weight of this quiet depression. The corners won't lift and the light won't ignite. I've stayed in the shadows too long for the light. It's a foreign language, a movement so strange. Since you took the joy and you left me the change. People tell me a joke and I wait for the cue to do what the happy people usually do. But the wiring is broken, the signal is dead. There's a heavy dark curtain inside of my head. I'm mimicking life like a ghost in a play, but the warmth of the sun is a million miles away. Is it still in there, the spark in the core? Did it burn out with the rest of my soul? I'm practicing grins in the how to smile. I lost the expression under the weight of this quiet depression. The corners won't lift and the light won't ignite. I've stayed in the shadows too long for the light. They say what doesn't kill you makes you more strong, but they don't tell you how the nights get so long. They say that the wisdom is worth all the cost, but they don't count the parts of the girl that I lost. I'm graduating now from the school of the pain, with a heavy dark cloud and a heart full of rain. These are lessons I didn't want to learn, unwilling wisdom, the cold-blooded laws of a heartbreak kingdom. I know how the line sounds before it begins. I know how the sorry feels on the skin. I'm smarter now, baby, but I'm older than time, and the mountain of knowledge is too steep to climb. I learned that forever is a word made of sand. I learned that the truth is a sleight of the hand. I learned how to sleep with the light in the hall, and I learned how to never trust anyone at all. I've got an A+ in suffering and letting you go, but it's a curriculum that I didn't want to know. Take back the insight, take back the growth. I'd rather be foolish and have both of us both, but the book has been opened, the lecture is through, and I'm the philosopher of losing you. These are lessons I didn't want to learn, unwilling wisdom, the cold-blooded laws of a heartbreak kingdom. I know how the line sounds before it begins. I know how the sorry feels on the skin. Wisdom is heavy. I'm done with the study. The kitchen is quiet in the dead of the night, except for the rhythm that won't let me sleep right. A steady, slow rhythm, a metallic blink into the porcelain bowl of the sink. I tighten the handle until my knuckles turn white, but I can't stop the bleeding of the waterline. Love is a leaking faucet, affection dripping away, one little drop for every word we didn't say. It's a slow motion flood on the linoleum floor until there's nothing left in the reservoir anymore. Drip by drip, the feeling goes cold, leaving a stain that's beginning to mold. We used to be a river, we used to be a rush. Now we're just a sound that I'm trying to hush. I put a cloth in the bottom to soften the blow, but I can't hide the fact that we've lost the flow. The plumbing is rusted, the pipes are all thinning, just like the patience somewhere in within. Call the repairman, tell him we're through. There isn't a wrench that can fix me and you. The basin is empty, the pressure is gone, and the dripping goes on and on and on. Love is a leaking faucet, affection dripping away, one little drop for every word we didn't say. It's a slow motion flood on the linoleum floor until there's nothing left in the reservoir anymore. Blink, the sound of the end, watching the last of it go round the bend. I thought that your silence was a comfortable peace. I thought that your distance was just needing release. I saw the cold coffee and I called it a rush. I saw the new secret and I called it a hush. I was a scholar of things that weren't there, building a castle out of thin, empty air. I was misreading the signs, misinterpreting the light, walking off a cliff in the middle of the night. I took the I'm sorry as a reason to stay when it was really the map for your walking away. I'm a master of fiction, a fool by design, losing my way. I misread the sign. You said I need space and I gave you a world. I watched as the banners of us were unfurled, but you were just looking for a way to the door while I was busy preparing for more. I translated maybe as a yes in my heart, ignoring the fact we were falling apart. The red flags were waving like a parade in the street, but I closed my eyes and I moved to the beat. I wanted the story, I didn't want the source of the love that I thought was a natural force. But the bucket came up with a film on the top, and the taste of the water made my heart stop. There's a bitterness here, a metallic decay that's been seeping into the ground every day, every day. It's a poison well, a tainted source. Love has been altered by a darker course. I'm thirsty for us, but the water is death. It's stinging my throat and it's stealing my breath. We can't drink from this history anymore. The ride has reached down to the deep inner core. We threw in our secrets and we threw in our lies, until the reflections were just hollow eyes. The chemicals of bitter and the salts of regret have made this a place I haven't survived yet. Don't lower the line, don't reach for the rope. There's no more life here and there's no more hope. Seal up the stone, walk away from the sight, leave the contamination to the dark of the night. The ground is unholy, the grass is all dead, leaving a desert inside of my head. It's a poison well, a tainted source. Love has been altered by a darker course. I'm thirsty for us, but the water is death. It's stinging my throat and it's stealing my breath. Don't drink, don't stay. The water is turning to iron and clay. I don't need a mirror to know where you've been. I can feel the history etched into my skin. It's not just a memory, it's a physical map of every collision and every trap. White lines on my heart where the pressure was high, the permanent script of a long drawn out lie. I've got scars in the shape of you, marks you left behind in the deep of my marrow and the back of my mind. They don't bleed anymore, but they ache when it rains. The silver-hued ghosts of our beautiful pains. I'm a gallery of wounds that'll never be new, carrying scars in the shape of you. There's a jagged edge here where you promised to stay, and a smooth hollow spot where you drifted away. I try to use makeup and I try to use light to hide all the damage you did in the night, but the texture is different, the surface has changed since the day that my spirit was rearranged. They say time is a healer, that skin will grow back, but it never fills in all the things that I lack. It just covers the crater, it just hides the fall, leaving me preserved in a pillar of salt. I got from now on. The gloss of the paper is cold to the touch. I didn't think looking could hurt quite this much. There we are laughing on a beach in the sun, before all the damage had even begun. I take the first corner and I give it a pull, watching the perfect time of the night. I'm tearing down the photos, shredding the visuals, performing the last of the heartbreak rituals, ripping the smiles and the light from the frame, until I don't even remember your name. Paper thin memories falling like snow, watching the evidence of forever go. There's a pile of faces on the hardwood floor. I don't wanna see who we were anymore. The girl in the picture is a stranger to me, trapped in a version of how it should be. The tape leaves a mark on the eggshell white wall, a sticky reminder of the height of the fall. If I destroy the image, do I destroy the ache, or am I just making a bigger mistake? The bin is getting full and my fingers are sore from erasing the us that lived here before. I'm tearing down the photos, shredding the visuals, performing the last of the heartbreak rituals, ripping the smiles and the light from the frame, until I don't even remember your name. Shred the sky, shred the sea, shred the person you were to me. There was no explosion, there was no grand fight, just a quiet goodbye in the middle of the night. The pulse slowed down until it finally stopped, and the last of the hopes were quietly dropped. We're standing in the room where the body is laid of the two people we were before we both frayed. It's the death of us, the end of the we, the funeral of a person that I used to be. No flowers are needed, no prayers to be said, for a love that is finally officially dead. We're mourning a ghost that's been gone for a year, while we stand in the silence of what we fear. We'll divide up the books and we'll divide up the chairs. We'll walk past each other on the cold basement stairs. The entity us has been buried in the ground, without a whimper and without a sound. I'm an I again now, and you're just a you, and the we is a story that's finally through. Check for a heartbeat, check for a breath, but there's nothing but a cold and a clinical death. The flat line is steady, the monitor's dark. There isn't a flame and there isn't a spark. It's the death of us, the end of the week, the funeral of a person that I used to be. No flowers are needed, no prayers to be said for a love that is finally officially dead. Rest in peace. Rest in pieces, Louise. The lamp on the nightstand is flickering low. There's nowhere for either of us left to go. We said all the right, and we've cried all the how. Under the weight of our broken down vows, the bed is a border, the pillow's a wall, and the silence is heavy as the evening fall. This is the final good night, the absolute farewell, the end of the story that we used to tell. No, see you tomorrow. No, talk to you soon. Under the light of a cold, bitter moon. The last time I'll hear how you breathe in your sleep, a final dark promise I'm destined to keep. I'll wake up tomorrow and you'll be a ghost, the person who loved me and hurt me the most. I'm memorizing the way that the shadows all lean, the saddest finale that I've ever seen. Close your eyes, baby, and let the world fade into the wreckage of the plans that we made. Tomorrow the house will be empty and still the sun will come up over the edge of the hill, but the us in this room will be gone with the mist, lost in the echoes of the last time we kissed. This is a final good night, the absolute farewell, the end of the story that we used to tell. No, see you tomorrow. No, talk to you soon. Under the light of a cold, bitter moon. Turn out the light, shut the door. I won't say goodnight to you anymore. I gave you my peace, gave you my time. I treated your sadness like it was a crime. I carried your bags and I carried your fears. I paid for your laughter with a gallon of tears. I thought it was love, I thought it was free, but the bill has arrived and it's looking for me. This is the price of carrying the tax on the heart, the debt that you owe when you're falling apart. I'm bankrupt of spirit, I'm empty of grace, from trying to fix every crack in your face. The interest is high and the balance is due for the million ways that I looked after you. I'm a hollowed out shell, I'm a well that is dry. I haven't got a hello or even a why. I spent all my mercy on a man who won't change, leaving me broken, feeling so strange. You took all the empathy I had to give, leaving me with nothing to help me to live. Next time I'll be colder, next time I'll be still. I won't let the carrot make me a meal, but for now I'm just standing in the red and the black, knowing that none of it is coming back. This is the price of carrying the tax on the heart, the debt that you owe when you're falling apart. I'm bankrupt of spirit, I'm empty of grace, from trying to fix every crack in your face. I count close, who's nothing left, who's I'm the victim of a beautiful theft. We signed the papers and we bought the rings, promising always and other such things. But always is heavy when the room is so cold and the story we're writing is getting so old. It's not the forever that's filled with the light, it's the kind that won't let you sleep through the night. It's the wrong kind of forever, an endless mistake, a fever that simply refuses to break. It's a sense of years in a house of regret, the kind of always I haven't survived yet. We're tied at the wrist with a knot made of lead, living a life that is already dead. The clock on the wall is a hammer and nail, driving the point that we've already failed. But we keep on pretending, we keep on the mask, performing the happiness as a daily task. It's a marathon run on a broken down track where the finish line keeps on moving back. I thought forever would until we both eventually just wither away. It's the wrong kind of forever, an endless mistake, a fever that simply refuses to break. It's a sentence of years in a house of regret, the kind of old ways I haven't survived yet. Endless, wrong. This is a forever that's lasted too long. I saw you today in the checkout line. You were buying the bread and the cheap red wine. I almost reached out to adjust your collar, but I froze in the silence of a life grown smaller. You looked at me like I was a face in a crowd. The us in the room wasn't even allowed. We became strangers again, returning to the unknown, back to the seas that we never had sown. I don't know your middle name, I don't know your fears. I've deleted the map of the last 7 years, from the everything back to the who are you. The hardest thing I ever had to do. The intimacy burned in a sudden cold flash, leaving a pile of memories in dash. Now I'm polite when we pass on the street, walking on ice with my unsteady feet. I've unlearned the way that you like your tea, and I've unlearned the way that you looked at me. It's a long way back to the start of the race, to looking at you as just another face. No history, no baggage, no scars in the dark, just two people walking through a quiet park. We became strangers again, returning to the unknown, back to the seeds that we never had sown. I don't know your middle name, I don't know your fears. I've deleted the map of the last 7 years. Nice to meet you for the second time. Now you're not yours, and I'm not mine. If you knew you were leaving in the month of July, then why did you look me so deep in the eye? Why did you help me to plant all the seeds, when you knew you were pulling up all of the leaves? You were halfway out the door for a year and a day, while I was still building You could have been kind. You could have left the forever behind. But you let me keep dreaming. You let me keep hope while you were just braiding the end of the rope. Every kiss was a debt that I didn't know I had, and the interest on lying is making me mad. Was it the comfort, or was it the fear of being alone in the turn of the year? You used me as a bridge until you found the shore, and now you don't need the bridge anymore. Why did you stay so long? Why did you linger when the ring was already slipping off of your finger? The cost of your staying is more than the leaving. It's the wasted up months of my naive believing. The linger. You stayed for the grief. I saw a picture you read apart. You finally lost all the gray and the dark. Your shoulders are down and your eyes are so wide, like you finally let go of the monster inside. I'm happy for you, or I'm trying to be, but it kills me to know that the problem was me. You look happier without me. You're better off apart with a brand new light and a brand new heart. The weight that I was is no longer there. I can see how you're breathing the fresh open air. It's a beautiful sight, and it's a bitter pill to know that I was the thing making you ill. I thought I was the sun, I thought I was the cure, but I was the anchor that made you unsure. I see you laughing with friends that I know, with a spirit that's finally starting to grow. You're glowing in ways that you never did here, while I'm still stuck in the ghost of the year. I'm glad you found the exit, I'm glad you found the door. I'm glad you don't have to fight me anymore. But the silence in my house is a heavy dark sea where I'm drowning in you. That's better than me. You look happier without me. You're better off apart with a brand new light and a brand new heart. The weight that I was is no longer there. I can see how you're breathing the fresh open air. Keep on smiling, don't look back. I'm the shadow and you're the track. at the party last night, and my throat closed up and my chest felt tight. A simple collection of vowels and sounds, but it felt like a dog that was let off the bounds. I used to say it like a prayer or a song, but now it just feels like I'm doing something wrong. Your name is a thorn, a sharp word on my tongue, the ghost of a bell that's been violently rung. It cuts when I speak it, it bleeds when I hear the syllable shape of my very worst fear. I'm trying to swallow the point and the sting of the name that used to mean everything. Tried to replace it with him or with he, to distance the ghost of what you were to me. But the alphabet's haunted, the letters are scarred, and keeping it hidden is getting so hard. It's a splinter of wood in the soft of my mind, the sharpest reminder that you left behind. I wanna forget the way that it feels, the way that it rolls, and the way that it heals, but it's stuck in my throat like a jagged edged stone, the heaviest word that I've ever known. Your name is a thorn, a sharp word on my tongue, the ghost of a bell that's been violently rung. It cuts when I speak it, it bleeds when I hear the syllable shape of my very worst fear. Don't say it, don't breathe it. I'm trying to leave.